In this example, we're going to demonstrate how to execute and run a test case in Jira, however this time against a test folder in Vansah and not a Jira issue. So just as a quick demonstration of what I'm talking about is in Vansah, inside your Jira project, we can organize test cases in folders, so such as a test cycle. And here an example, we have under test repository, we have a folder called regression and a folder under regression which is named as cycle 1. I have 3 test cases that are part of the test folder cycle 1, and what we'll do is we'll demonstrate how to run a test case using the API for Vansah inside Jira, and we'll execute test case 3382. So we have 3 test cases that are part of this folder, and what we can do is demonstrate using the API for Vansah for Jira how to execute that. Normally, as described in previous videos, is that we would use the API for tools such as Selenium, but you may have other tools that as well that you could integrate your tool with Vansah for Jira. So using the API, in our example, we'll use Postman to demonstrate how to invoke the API add TestRun. And so let's go to that now. So go to api.doc.vansah.com to find a folder called TestRuns and add TestRun. And you can go through the body parameters and the objects that are available for you to use. In our previous video, we looked at how to execute a test case against a Jira issue. What we'll do now is rather than using the asset type issue, we'll use the asset type folder. So by typing folder for the type under the asset and giving the identifier for the folder. So let's go through how do you find the identifier for the folder. So the folder I have in mind is cycle 1. By going to here where there's a folder link, copy that and maybe just paste that somewhere in Notepad. You can see that it has test folder identifier. Grab that folder identifier. This identifier would be used to pass that in the API in the body. So pasting that here and specifying that it's a folder, and using the case key we'll use 3344. So where did I get that? So we're going to send a result against test case 3344, and let's go ahead and do that demonstration. So again, we're going to be invoking the run API post method for Jira, for Vansah for Jira. So we're going to be using the run API method. So let's go ahead and execute this. Again, we have a test folder, test case 3344, and we're going to send the result as passed. So if I click send here, a new test run was created, and that was created against your test case that we sent, and the result is now passed. So having a look here, if we refresh, there we have a result as passed. So this is how we would execute a test case in using your API, obviously using your automatic testing tools, dev tools, whatever you may be using. So if we say, now let's call it as failed, executing test case 3344 within the folder that we had copied the link, the identifier for. So again, copy the identifier from here and then send that. So let's send it as a failed. Let's refresh. Now that's failed. So it's a new test run 776. If you can open that up, there's a test run against the test case and the properties there, so in steps. Okay, so that's pretty much how you would run the test case for a test folder instead of an issue. So in our previous example, we had used issue and then provided the issue key, and then provided the Jira issue key, and that's the only difference. When you're executing a test case using the API It's the same API method. The only difference is we'll change the type to be an issue or set it as a folder. And instead of, if it's a folder, you would type in the identifier, get your identifier from the link. So if you select a different folder, there will be a different link. So you'd copy that again and then use that instead of the one that we'd copied here, and pass that through in the body of your API, specify the case key and the result, and that's how easy it is to do it. Hope you enjoyed this quick demonstration of how to run and execute a test case against a test folder inside Vansah for Jira, as opposed to the previous demonstration we did while we were executing a test case that's linked to an issue in Jira.